He taught me about self-determination. He was like, Angel, self-determination is where you will not let somebody else determine your success. Like, you determine what you want to do, you know? I was like, okay, Dad, hear you out. Because at first he was like, are you okay, Angel? Are you okay? Like, is it affecting you? I don't know. I want you to communicate with me now. Tell me how you feel. Tell me what's going on in your head right now. I was like, you know what, Dad? I feel good because my dad, he always, teaches me about, confidence and belief and all that. So I was just telling him, you know what, Dad? I feel good. I'm not really taking this, too deeply personally, but he was wanting to make sure because you never know how it may affect us. Angel Ambrose at Angel21 Volleyball, and today I just wanted to share my story about my tryouts because I went to go try out for my high school volleyball team, and I just want to share like what went on, everything that just happened and all this. And no, I did not make the team, and I would explain to y'all everything that went on, so therefore y'all can know all the details. So from day one, I felt like their environment from the start was like, hey, this is our program, and since you weren't here last year, you can't really have a chance to even try out with who we have here because you weren't here. Because I was homeschooled for the last 2 years, and I'm coming in to try out for the team, and I felt like they already had their little environment, or as I like to say, clique. Like this is what we have. This is our clique. We'll know you. So I'm just coming in still, kind-hearted, still trying to come in here, compete, do what I got to do. But I just felt like that was being held against me from the start, So I was like, okay, I'm going to just kind of brush this off a little bit. I still feel this uneasy feeling, but I'm going to kind of brush off this feeling of this environment. So I come in, I compete, I do different things like this, and I want to do my jump top spin serve. I wanted to actually come up here and just give it all, like bring out all of the things that I learned throughout the years of practicing and just learn these different tricks like setter dump, jump top spin serve. I just wanted to give it my all, and I just felt like the coaches really wanted to just let me be a traditional setter, as I like to say. I'm an athletic setter. I like to not just set traditionally. I like to be on one foot, this and that. Just be, everywhere, athletic,
Hey, ready? Open, outside, nice, reset, over your shoulder. Yeah, nice. Now I love that one here. Try a little bit here. Can you get so under it that you're here? I don't care where you're facing, but that you're under it right here, and then we rotate over our shoulder, okay?
When you see football players, they're just very athletic. They can get to places very fast with athletic moves. So I wanted to be that athletic setter, bring my own unique style, but I felt like they were there and they were telling me, no, I don't want you to set this way. I want you to get both feet to the ball, because if you set on one leg, then that's just lazy. To me, that's not lazy. To me, that's called being athletic, So I was just listening like, okay, I hear you. But while I'm being there, I just feel like they were not really liking me to be an athlete, Like everybody there in the whole environment, as I felt like everybody was just trying to just set. Because I'm a setter. Everybody was just setting. Like, as long as I get it here, that's all that matters. I just want to set. Maybe do a little passing, maybe do a little digging, this and that. It just wasn't very competitive. It wasn't like, let's bring it, let's do this. Like, let's do it. It was just, it was just, hey, let's set this way, let's set that way, let's call our plays, this and that, and bam, So those were the challenges that I faced during the tryouts. From the start, we had to do what they call BTR, running times. And at first I was like, wait a minute, what is this running time? Like, I didn't really know exactly all that it was. But I was like, all right, I'm gonna give it my all. I'm gonna give it my all, because I've already been training and working out. So BTR, that seemed different. I heard that last year they did on the track, but this year they want to do it in the gym. So I was like, okay. So they start the timer. Now let me let you guys know that this timer was not set up on like a big old dashboard or a board where you can like see the timer start and finish at. Like no, it was in their hand. So I'm running, going to the wall because we had to do, it was like six touches, three reps or 3 sets of these, touching the other wall back here to the other wall back. We have to do it fast. They were like, sprint. I'm like, sprint. So I was looking at the other girls when the coach was like, sprint. Because the first time that I did do the BTR or the test where we had to run from this wall to this wall, I was sprinting. But by the time I was getting to like the last rep, I was like, word up. I was like, woo, this is a lot of work. So I was like, okay, let me look at other girls who are doing this. And I'm seeing that they're pacing themselves, that they're going, slower. Like they're not really necessarily sprinting. So I'm like, why aren't they telling them to sprint? Like, they pace themselves. I want to pace myself too, So already off the bat, I felt like some things were going on there. I wasn't able to see the time either. So I don't know. Because I know when I got done with one of my reps, I ended up right behind this other girl who got in passing scores like 1 minute. We had to get like it over 1 minute and 40 seconds. So she got like 1 minute. And I was right behind her. Then I went to go tell the coach, hey, my time was 1 minute. She said, all right, wrote yours down. And I was like, how'd you already write mine down? I mean, I was thinking like, wait a minute, you were looking at me specifically. Like I already felt like they were just, as I like to say, targeting me off the bat. Like, all right, wrote yours down. I'm like, okay, well, it was 1 minute, just to let you know. But from the bat, I just felt like, okay, I don't know, something's fishy going on, and I'm not feeling entirely comfortable with this. But I still continued to push through, and at the end, they were telling me, oh, no, you didn't pass so many scores. So at the end, I was like, okay, let me retry, and let me let y'all know, like, my legs, they were heavy, like, heavy as heck. But I still was like, okay, let me just push through anyways. But, I mean, I had to do that test about day two. I had to do it, did not pass the time again. They want us to retry. Day 3, I was like, you know what, Dad, I just feel like right now they're taking in their own time. Like, I just feel like they're trying me. Like, I'm giving my all. I'm being there with the time. And I feel like I was right there on the time. But I just felt like the coaches just had something against me. Like, I don't know what it may be, but it was something. So my dad was like, you know what, you should bring your own timer. Your watch, bring your own timer, your watch, and start it when they say start, go. So therefore, what that time is ending off of. And sure enough, when I brought my own timer and I was keeping up with my time, that's where I felt like the coaches were actually trying to be fair, or actually finally was like, okay, come on, yeah, let's go, let's do it, So of course, the last day, I think it was like day three. Yeah, I passed the scores and everything. I was happy, to be honest with y'all. I was ready to get that out the way. Like, I was crying to my daddy. I was like, Dad, like, they keep on telling us we ain't past the time, and I'm over here sprinting to get my all. Like, I just felt so overwhelmed in that moment. Especially when you have worked out, and the coach even told me herself, oh, you're athletic, you're this and that. I'm like, okay, why are you holding this against me? And that's how I felt that time during that BTR, doing that training. But I was just happy to honestly finish that day 3 of that BTR test and get that out the way. So now we're going into tryouts. We finally got these tryouts going. So we're going to tryouts. And let me let y'all guys know again, the tryouts did not feel like tryouts. To me, it felt like a camp, because we were just doing drills that weren't very competitive. Like, y'all bring it. Like, y'all bring y'all's A game. I want y'all spike. I want y'all hit. I want y'all killing. I want y'all doing all this. It didn't feel like that. It just felt like we're here to just bring progression. We're here to just, kind of take it easy. I was like, where's competition and taking it easy? But all right, I'm here. I'm gonna still give it my all, still do what I gotta do. So we get through the tryouts, and I'm like, okay, they take us to this room, take about like 4, 5, 6, I think like 10, 11 girls to the room. Coaches tell us this and that. Coach might tell you, hey, you made the team or you did not make the team. Coach told me I did not make the team. And pause. She was like, well, I just want to let you know that you did not make the team. Do you want to know why? Yes or no? And I was like, I still want to know, why I didn't make the team. I just want to end it off on that. So then she went into, you got your sets. You're an aesthetic setter. You got your sets to the target, but whenever there was movement, you couldn't get to you couldn't set the ball or something. And I was like, what do you mean? I was the main one out of all the setters who could get balls that were all the way across court and bring them back to the target. So I was like, okay. And then she said, you weren't connecting with the hitters, but you knew the plays, this, that, you knew the plays. I'm not going to say the plays, but you knew the plays, but you weren't connecting with the hitters. And I was thinking to myself, like, well, of course, I'm not going to connect with the hitters. They don't know me. I don't know them, but I'm still, set for them. And, once you're on the team, I guess you get to build that bond and that chemistry with each other, just like football players, quarterbacks, and receivers. That bond isn't going to be built the first day. They're going to obviously have to build it over time and work with each other to build that up. So I was like, okay. I hear you. And then on defense, she said I wasn't in my correct defense spot. And yeah, I wasn't in my correct defense spot. Couldn't get to the ball or something like that. And I was just like, just listening, just okay. Thank you. I'm listening. I'm like, then she said, do you have any questions? And I was like, no, I really don't. I really don't have any questions, And that's when I just got out of it. I just told him, thank you for your time. I thank you for letting me, have the opportunity to try out here and everything. Thank you for your time. Still being respectful, of course. And I just walked out and went in to tell my dad. I told my dad about it, and he was like, what happened, Angel? So I had to explain the whole thing to him, the whole story to him. And yeah, it was, we want to take some action because we just felt like some things were going on that should have not been going on. And I want to say politically, because I don't know how many else girls like me might have went through that, might have felt like they didn't have a fair shot because already from the bat, there was just this, hey, you didn't do our program last year, so you can't make our team, So I already felt like there was that little clique going on, but that's what happened to me during my tryouts. And, it makes me uncomfortable to explain. It makes me, bringing back those memories aren't good memories for me at all. But for me, they are learning steps, growth steps for me to learn. Because during that time, I was communicating with the coach, letting her know, hey, can I talk with you? I want to schedule a time to talk with you. Hey, I feel like y'all are holding something against me. And they say that they weren't, but I strongly felt like they were because all the actions were saying, hey, we don't like something about you. We don't like you. So during that time, I was just still communicating with them. And I don't know, I just felt like I just didn't really have a fair shot at that moment. So for me, my dad taught me, first, he taught me about self-determination. He was like, Angel, self-determination is where you will not let somebody else determine your success. Like, you determine what you want to do, I was like, okay, Dad, hear you out. Because at first he was like, are you okay, Angel? Are you okay? Like, is it affecting you? I don't know. I want you to communicate with me now. Tell me how you feel. Tell me what's going on in your head right now. I was like, you know what, Dad? I feel good. Because my dad, he always, teaches me about, confidence and belief and all that. So I would just tell him, you know what, Dad? I feel good. I'm not really taking this, too deeply personally, but he was wanting to make sure because you never know how it may affect us. But I didn't take it too deep because I know I gave him my all. And that day I was just like, I want to trust in the Lord. Like, I was so emotional that day, I was just like, I want to trust in the Lord. I don't want to trust in God. Like during that moment, I was like, oh, I don't care what may happen. I'm going to trust the Lord because He determines, what happens. He determines, So I was like, okay, I'm going to trust in Him. So that's why I didn't ever take it too deeply, Didn't take it too deeply at all. So what I have learned was self-determination. Always believe in yourself, If someone may tell you, no, you didn't make it because this and that, they may just bring you so much negativity, but don't ever let that get to you, Don't let that get the best of you because you are destined for greatness. Not everybody's destined for greatness, Not everybody will go through the hardships that you go through. Not everybody will put the work in day by day, and just be proud to put the work in. Not everybody will do that because not everybody wants success. Some people are complacent with being complacent. So what am I saying? I'm saying that if you are someone like me right now in the world, you might have got rejected by your team. You might have felt the situation I felt, which is like, hey, they're holding something against me. And I'm just here to just compete. I'm here to just compete. Know that, hey, they only make a decision, but God has a plan for you. God has a plan for your life. Trust in Him. Trust in Him. He has a plan for your life and He loves you so much. I love y'all so much too. And remember, you determine your success. You determine what you want to do in life. Nobody else does. Make great things happen. And remember, self-determination. Love yourself. Don't ever beat yourself up or be hard on yourself or make it extremely. Don't be your biggest enemy to yourself. Be your biggest lover, I know sometimes for me, I can hurt myself so much. I just be hurting myself. Nobody else be doing anything to me. I'm just hurting myself by just being negative to me. But I have to be positive to me because it's me that I have to look in the mirror with. It's me I have to be on the court, work hard. It's me that has to be in the weight room. It's me versus me, you versus you. And it's all about, hey, let's go do it, Angel. I believe in you, Angel. I'm confident in you. I'm confident in you, Angel. Like, I love you, Angel. Just bringing that mentality and just taking it up, higher, elevating it. And remember, I am self-determined. Tell yourself, I am self-determined. I determine my success. I will not let nobody determine what I do because God has planned great things for my life. And we're going to believe that. We're going to receive that in Jesus' name. I'm going to end it off on that. I pray that you guys have an awesome day today. Remember that God loves you so much and that He's the way, the truth, and the life. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure you click the notification bell, like, share, and subscribe to Angel 21 Volleyball, and I'll see you on the court. Remember, it's bigger than volleyball.
I got a good feeling about the colors lighting up. Your eyes take me home, take me to the sky. I got a good feeling.